Welcome to Lala's World. Today's video is a Pinterest tutorial. What is Pinterest and how does Pinterest work for beginners? Be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss out when more videos are posted. So, what is Pinterest? According to their website, Pinterest is a visual discovery search engine for finding ideas like recipes, home and style inspiration, and more. Pinterest is basically a visual search engine that lets you save and organize what you find online, or, in simpler terms, a website to save images, other websites, blogs, and other things you find on the web and put them into categories for later visits, or, in even shorter terms, a website to save websites. So basically, you can save your favorite websites online for free and organize them, or as Pinterest calls it, pin the website to your boards. Instead of having an old school physical corkboard with push pins to organize your ideas, you have a virtual Pinterest account online. There is an app, but the focus of this video is the web version. To get started, go to www.pinterest.com. From the homepage, you can learn about Pinterest, get more info on a business account, or see Pinterest blogs. Here, you have the option to set your language, and as you can see, there are many to choose from. If you have an account, go ahead and log in. If not, click Sign Up. Here, you can enter an email, a password, and your age. There is an age requirement to use Pinterest. You have to be at least 13 years old. If you don't want to sign up with your email, you can either use Facebook or Google. In this screen, near the bottom, you have the option to choose a business if you want to use Pinterest for a business. But in this video, we'll focus on a personal account. Once you enter your information, click Continue. Once your account is created, you'll be greeted with the welcome. You'll be asked how you identify, and then you'll be able to select topics that interest you. This will help to populate your homepage feed. You'll need to select at least 5 or more topics, and as you can see, Pinterest has a variety of topics to choose from to get you started. And once you have selected your topics, click Done, and your Pinterest homepage feed will show up. The second tab to the top right is called Today. It shows you trending pins on Pinterest of the day, and you can check back daily to see different trends of the day. Next is the Following tab. This shows all the people that you're following and who you're following. Since I just created this account, my following feed is empty, so here I can choose accounts to follow. And you can just click through the categories to follow them. When you have chosen who you want to follow, click Done to the top right. Now that I've chosen some accounts that I'm following, I can see their pins from the Following tab. If you change your mind about following an account, you can edit it by clicking the profile picture or the pencil icon. You would click Following to unfollow them, or if you change your mind, click Follow again. When you're finished, click Done. In this tab, you can see the pins from other people you follow. Going back to the home page, if you see something you're interested in, click on it to learn more. You will see the website it came from, the title, the description, and option to follow. You can also leave comments on this particular pin. Below, you can see the activities on the pin. Here you can see someone save the pin. Below, you can see visually similar pins or related pins. If you like what you see and want to see more, you can click on the website to visit and see what was saved. And as the title stated, it was about macrame hanging hammock chairs. And this particular pin takes you to a website where you can view these and make purchases. Not all pins take you to stores. It just depends on what website or picture was saved, or in Pinterest terminology, pinned. Looking at another pin, this one has a lot of interaction. You can click to see who responded, and again click to see who commented what was said, and you can heart the comment, which is basically like a like or a love. and leave comments yourself, and if it was helpful, you can add a thumbs up. Now, if we go to the website of this pin, it looks like an article or a blog telling you how to do this. If you're like, well, hey, I really like this and want to easily come back to it later, you can save this, or in Pinterest terminology, you can pin it. Since this is a new account, it'll be my first pin on here. To see all of your pins, click on your profile icon to the top right. This is a section where all of your pins that you ever save are. And there's the pin I saved for the how-to article earlier. We'll go into detail about pins and boards a little later. For now, I'll start to the left with the pencil icon. Here's where you can edit your profile. If you want to change your photo, click Change. And you can add the picture you want and basically add all your details about your profile. Next, you have account settings, and this is also where if you decide you don't want Pinterest anymore, you can delete your account. Or if you don't want to go that far and just hide your pins in your profile by deactivating your account instead. Here, you can fine-tune your home feed by choosing a topic, categories you want to see. One thing about Pinterest, though, is that whatever you look at or save the most of, your homepage will start showing you more of it, and that is really awesome to help you discover even more things similar to what you already like. Here, you can claim your content with your social media, and basically your profile picture will come up with your pins around social media. If you blog or have a business, that can be a very powerful tool. Any notification settings can be turned off or on in this section. Privacy and personal data can be controlled here. You can hide your profile from search engines and also choose who gets to see what. If you want some extra security on your account, you can connect the device and use two-factor authentication when you log in. And lastly, in the settings, you can keep track of websites and apps that use your Pinterest profile to log on. Next, the arrow icon is the Send Profile icon. Here, if you think someone else may be interested in a profile with a lot of good boards or pins, you can send the entire profile to who you think may be interested so they can check it out. You can do this via social media or email. At the top under your profile, name and picture, you can see your number of followers and the number of people who follow you. If you followed someone and it doesn't show up yet, simply refresh the page and it will show. This filter button to the right lets you sort your boards to make your boards easier to find. The limit to boards that you can have is 2,000, and the limit to pins you can have is 200,000. So this feature definitely helps if you have a lot of boards. The plus sign lets you either create a new pin or a new board. Go ahead and click on Pin. To create a new pin in this section, there are two ways. The first is to either drag and drop or click the plus to upload an image for your pin and then fill out all of the info such as your title, description, alt text, and the website URL or web address, which is the destination link. The next way is to enter the website link. And I'm just going to show one of my older videos and copy the web address link and paste it into the bar. And click the arrow to the right of the bar to get to the next screen. And you can see with this method, it pulls the picture from the website. Sometimes there's multiple pictures, and then you simply choose the picture or pictures that you want. Once you've decided on pictures for what you're saving or pinning to Pinterest, click on the picture and add one pin, and you can add your pin details, such as title, the description, alt text, which is what people see in the screen, and if someone is using a screen reader, this is the text that it'll read aloud to them. If you need to delete or duplicate the pin you're working on, you can click the three-dot menu in the upper left. Once you have all the info you want for the pin you're saving, look to the right and you have the option to save it to the default board that is in the drop-down menu, choose another board if you have multiple boards, or create a new board. I don't have any boards that fit the category of this video I'm pinning, so I'll create a board from here. I'll pick a name for the board based on the type of pins that I'll be saving for this board. Next, you can choose if you want the board to be kept a secret and be for you and the people you invite to the board, also known as collaborators. If you don't choose secret pin, your pin will be available to the public, including search engines. Once you've entered your information, click to create, then click save. You have the option to send the pin to someone else or see the info you just saved now. Let's take a look at the pin I just saved. It has website, title, description, options to add notes about the pin that only I would see, and a comment section. Below the pin are similar pins, and if I see something I like, I can simply pin it to my new board to look at now or later, for either just the picture because I like the way it looks, or if it's a website I want to go to. If you want to save without opening a pin, you can simply click the red save button that appears when you hover over a pin. Back to the profile area, let's take a look at the boards. The new YouTube video board I just created shows here. When you click on a board, you'll see all the pins you have saved in that board. I only have one pin in this board, so you can scroll below and check out the area where it says get some more ideas for this board, or look up to the left where it says more ideas. In the more ideas section, click the plus sign in the top right hand corner of the pin when you hover over it to save it to your board. To organize your pins, click on Organize in the middle. Here, you can select and reorder your pins. Once you select the pin or pins, the options you have are to move to another board, create a section, or delete. Right now, I'm going to create a section. You would name your section, then click Add to the bottom right. Now, I'm going to create another section by selecting a pin, then create a section, enter the name of the section you want to call it, then click Add. And then I'm going to do one more section, enter the name, and click Add. As you can see, the sections within your board make it easier for you to categorize and find your pins. When you go back to the profile, you would simply just see the board. I'm going to open the board back up and show some of the features of searching on Pinterest. So let's say I don't like any of the ideas in the section and want to find more. I can come to the search bar and enter what I'm looking for because, again, Pinterest is basically a visual search engine. You can also tailor your search from all pins, your pins, videos, people, and boards. So after you do your search and find something you like, you can click the red save button to your board and the section within your board to save your new pin to. After you do this step, Pinterest makes it easier and keeps the category up for you next when you save another pin. Back to the profile. Say you have a pin saved somewhere and you want it in a different section. You would go to the board the pin is saved on, look to the bottom of the pin, and click the pencil icon to edit. And then select the board or section you want the pin to go to, and then click Save. Another thing you can do on Pinterest is search for recipes. And of course, I don't have a board for this, so I'll create one. By clicking on the drop-down menu, clicking Create Board, putting my title, and clicking Create. And I'm going to go to the recipe. With recipes, some of them are directly on Pinterest and you don't have to go to other websites. And others, you'll need to click the link. If you like one recipe, you can check the other user's profile to see if they have more recipes, and in this case, they do. I'm going to go to another recipe and show you that they put it in the description so you don't have to go searching everywhere. If you love the recipe, you can give it a heart or hover over the heart to choose another emoji. And you can also click to see who gave the recipe an emoji. Sometimes the post has multiple pictures. And one last recipe example. Some recipe pins you just click to go directly to the website or blog that has the pin saved. And if you like what you see, simply save the pin yourself. One other thing that you can do in a board is make the view compact or default. You can also reorder pins by dragging and dropping. Say you found a recipe and you like it and you want to make a grocery list from it. You can click on Notes, then create your first note and add a title to choose the pin and your recipe, ingredients, or whatever else you want to add. When you are finished, click Done. To re-access your note, simply go back to that board and click on the notes and it'll be there. Back to the profile. If you ever just want to look at all the pins you have, you can just click on All Pins and simply scroll. Another example is if you want to save pins for the pictures. I'm going to search for cars. When I see a picture I want to save, I can create a board. Another feature of Pinterest is that it gives suggestions for board names, so I'll pick one and click on Create. Now, if you change your mind, you can hover over and click the pencil icon to click Delete. You'll be asked, are you sure? And if you are, just click Delete Pin. I'm going to save the pin. That was just an example of deleting a pin. But this time, I'll save the pin under a board named Cars. Scroll through and see what I like, add a few more cars to the cars board. One other feature of Pinterest is that they have shoppable pins. That basically means the item you're looking at is available for purchase. So you can pin items like clothes, art, home decor, and you can click the link to be directed to the website where you can purchase that particular item. Simply add it to your cart or do some more browsing and shopping to find shoppable pins. You can do a search, for example, shoppable pins for women, and once that search result comes up, you can click the tab that says Shop. And once you see an outfit you like, you can click it to see the price and go to the website to purchase it, or just save the pin for later. Back to the profile. I have a board I no longer want. I'll click the pencil icon to edit, and here I can delete, archive, or merge this with another board. For now, I will delete it. To the top right, the bell icon is where you'll find your notifications. Next to this is the message center, where you can see your inbox and send messages. At the bottom is where you would type your message, and you would type the name or email of who you want to send the message to. Click the plus pin icon next to the message to attach a pin to send or share. Then, click Send to send the message. You can also send a heart emoji. Lastly, the drop-down arrow to the far right lets you add another account, edit your settings, find to your home feed, install the Windows app, access the help menu, see terms and privacy, or log out. You can also unlock business tools if you use Pinterest for business. And again, that's an entirely different video. But some of the tools you'd have access to would be analytics, an ad manager, audience insights, conversion insights, and you can become a verified merchant. But again, that's another video. Well, I hope this Pinterest tutorial, What is Pinterest and How does Pinterest Work for Beginners 2021, has been helpful. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. Also, be sure to share, subscribe, and check out the other videos on this channel.